On day 1, I spawned in as SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm ready. I was in front of the Krusty Krab, which was revealing its brand new Elemental Krabby Patty.
With this, I'm gonna make so much money!
Whoa, it's perfect! Suddenly, bursting in, entered a large Plankton robot.
Yes, finally! My ultimate plan has begun, and Bikini Bottom will bow down to me!
Plankton charged in and began to blast out deadly explosions everywhere. He then aimed right for the Krabby Patty. No! I jumped in the way and was slammed into it. Because of this, all of its ingredients flew into the unknown, and my body began to transform. The elements all infused within me, turning me into Elemental Spongebob. Whoa. Mr. Krabs was captured in a cage, and all of the other fish seemed to be controlled by Plankton.
All hail Plankton!
Run, me boy!
With no other option, I ran for my life. On day 2, I was running far away. I was searching for any solutions to save Mr. Krabs. But just then, I was cut off by surfer fish.
Yo, he's elemental?
He must have been the one who destroyed our ocean. Wait, what? They pulled out sharp pitchforks and began to charge after me. Ah! I ran for my life, but they weren't giving up.
Get that sponge!
One of them then managed to hit me. Yeah! Because of this, I shot out a charge of electricity all around me. Whoa, I have powers. That's it. He pulled out a fishing rod and with it was able to capture me. Great. I was brought by the fish until we made it to a beach. There, other surfers were all around trying to swim in the water, but it was just too hot. This sucks.
This elemental sponge turned our water hot. I just know it.
What are you talking about? No, I didn't. They then threw me in a cell. Yeah, come on, let me out of here. I gotta find Mr. Krabs. The entire Bikini Bottom is at risk.
SpongeBob?
Huh? I turned and saw with me was my best friend, Patrick. Why are you in here?
I got caught eating someone else's ice cream. It was so good.
Right. Come on, buddy. We gotta get out of here. On day 3, the two of us broke out of our cage and began to escape. We were actually making great progress until...
Ooh, hot sauce.
Huh? I looked over and saw a fire hot sauce on the beach's shoreline, an elemental Krabby Patty ingredient. I have to take it. I went over and grabbed the fire hot sauce. And because of this, something began to happen to me. I upgraded and had mastered my fire element. I now had 10 hearts and had my very own fire gloves. Oh, yeah. But just then, one of the fish took notice.
Hey, that sponge guy escaped! Get him!
All of them began to rush right towards me. But with one karate chop, I was able to send all of them back. Ha-ha!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks! Wait a minute, guys, the water, it's back to normal.
All of the fish then happily jumped in and began to swim around. Righteous!
Sorry about that, little dude. Looks like it was the hot sauce that was turning our water hot. Anyway, surf's up! Whoa. The Krabby Patty ingredient just made you stronger.
Yeah, it did. Maybe if I find the rest, I can be strong enough to stop Plankton and save Mr. Krabs. With that, the two of us left. But as we did, we saw Plankton Bots out surveying the land.
Destroy Bikini Bottom!
Oh no, we gotta find a safe place to hide.
Ooh, I know a place. Follow me.
On day 4, I followed Patrick until making it past a reef in a clearing. Whoa, a perfect new home. I got to work by building myself up my very own pineapple home. It took some time, but it looked great. And Patrick made a rock.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
From there, I then made my very own Krusty Krab and put the first ingredient inside. When I find all the ingredients, I'll be able to forge the elemental Krabby Patty again for Mr. Krabs. Just then, the two of us heard a loud screech.
You've got to be kidding me!
Whoa! What's that? I followed the noise until finding a destroyed auditorium. And at its center was Squidward.
My clarinet! My beautiful clarinet!
Hey, what's going on? I then saw right next to him was the elemental ice patty, the next ingredient. I ran for it, but Squidward blocked my path. Hey!
Not so fast, SpongeBob. You want this? Then you'll do something for me.
I followed Squidward out of the theater and saw a mysterious trail leading deep into the kelp forest.
I was just about to perform in front of a whole crowd, but my clarinet was stolen. Get it back, SpongeBob, and I'll give you that patty.
Okay, Squidward, deal. On day 5, I went deep into the kelp forest, and it wasn't long until I found a strange pirate ship docked at its center. Squidward's clarinet. It has to be in there. I entered inside, but as I did, the doors slammed behind me. Oh no. In a matter of seconds, emerged a large, scary ghost pirate.
I am the Flying Dutchman, and ye are an intruder.
Yeah, well, I'm here to find my best friend's clarinet.
For the sake of me own ears, you will never get it back. Squidward's music is horrible, and that clarinet now belongs to me.
What? Well, I'm not taking no for an answer. The Dutchman became furious and slammed a magical essence all throughout the room. Everything transformed, and I was now in front of a deadly obstacle course.
None shall challenge me. I'll be sending you to Davy Jones' locker.
Gas then began to flood in behind me. Oh no! I began to jump throughout the hallway, knowing if I fell, I'd be done for. Deadly spirits came from the walls all around, but thanks to my fire fists, they didn't stand a chance. I made one final jump and could see far in front of me was Squidward's clarinet. Yes! On day 6, I ran over and picked up his clarinet. Haha! I did it!
No! You don't understand! I haven't been able to sleep in days! His music is terrible! It's ridiculous! It's
2 hours later.
It's deadly! It's depressing! It's...
Okay, look, I don't care. It belongs to him. The Dutchman flew in towards me angrily, but I used the clarinet and was able to put him to sleep.
so beautiful. Perfect.
Huh, thanks. I returned to Squidward, and he was happier than ever.
You actually did it? Yes! Just in time!
He went back out on the main stage with a full audience waiting for him.
I can't wait to live my dream!
With that, Squidward began to play his clarinet, but it was awful. Ah, my ears! Oh, this sucks!
Why did we pay for this?
We then all heard a loud scream off in the distance.
You will pay, SpongeBob!
Oh no! I looked over at the ice patty and ran over to pick it up. But before I could reach it, the Dutchman flew into the building. He picked it up himself and transformed into the Ice Dutchman.
I warned you. Now, with this new power, I'll just freeze you both for eternity, and you will never play the clarinet again!
On days 7 to 8, the Dutchman began to fly throughout the theater, blasting ice blasts everywhere he could.
My leg!
Oh no! I have to stop him! I shot a fire blast directly at him. But because of this, he quickly turned towards me and froze me in place. Ah, no!
Aw, poor SpongeBob. you'll see why you should have never gone against the Flying Dutchman!
He was about to blast me again, but an ear-piercing shockwave got sent straight towards him.
Leave him alone!
The direct hit caused the Dutchman to drop the ice patty. Now's my chance. I went over and picked it up. Because of this, I upgraded once again. I now had 15 hearts and had mastered the ice element. Sweet. I immediately blasted at the Dutchman, and because of this, he flew away scared.
Curse you, SpongeBob!
We did it! And Squidward, you saved me.
Shut up, SpongeBob.
With that, the two of us happily left the theater. But as we were making our way back home, we saw Plankton.
Look around, crabs. Soon this entire city will be bowing down to me, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
This is wrong, Plankton! Stop this!
Oh no, we need to find the rest of the ingredients fast. On days 9 to 10, I returned to the base with Squidward. I went to work and built him up his very own home in the middle of mine and Patrick's.
Great. By the way, here.
Squidward threw me over a mysterious paper. I read it and can see it was the Elemental Krabby Patty recipe. All I need now is the water pickle, the earth vegetables, the air buns, and the lightning cheese. Awesome. I went over and placed the ice patty next to the fire sauce. And as I did, I heard a call coming from the nearest phone. Hello? This is the Krusty Krab 2. Can I get your order?
SpongeBob, it's Mermaid Man. I need your help at the retirement home. There's evil afoot.
Mermaid Man? You want my help? I'll get there as fast as I can. I made my way over to the nearest retirement home, only to see old sardines walking around.
Well, aren't you a colorful little one?
What? I thought Mermaid Man said it was an emergency.
SpongeBob, over here.
I looked over to see the amazing Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. It's really you. Look, I'm your biggest fan.
Mermaid Man.
Oh, yes. We've heard about someone using the power of the earth vegetables for evil.
That's the next ingredient I need. Where are they?
We'll take you there to the invisible boatmobile.
On days 11 to 12, I raced out of the Bikini Bottom with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy in the invisible boatmobile. I've dreamt of this day my entire life.
Look out!
Mermaid Man stopped the car just for us to see a massive golem made out of living chum? How is that possible?
This creature reeks of evil.
The golem was then alerted by Mermaid Man's shout and started to rush at us.
Nice job, old man. Now drive!
We raced down the streets of Bikini Bottom as the golem would jump up and try to slam into the boat as much as it could. Hold on, I got this. I looked back and shot out my frozen patties at the ground, which caused the road to freeze over. The golem ran over the ice, and because of this, it crashed onto one of the nearby buildings. Sorry, Random House.
Good work, SpongeBob. I knew we could count on you. Now, to the supermarket.
We finally made it to our destination, only to see that the building was covered in all kinds of food products, and right outside was Mermaid Man's old villain, Man Ray. On days 13 to 14, we snuck closer to Man Ray as Plankton arrived in his massive robot.
Man Ray, here's the new tech I promised. Tested and ready to cause havoc on Bikini Bottom.
He then threw over a strange-looking gun to him, with the earth vegetables powering it?
Yes, with this, I can raise an army of minions to do my bidding.
Just don't let it fall into the wrong hands. That SpongeBob kid won't foil my plans this time.
With that, Plankton flew away. Now's our chance!
Man Ray, your evil deeds have gone on for too long.
Ah, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, you won't be able to stop me this time.
Man Ray looked over and shot out a pile of food, which caused it to come alive, like the chum golem.
Ha 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 ha! Crush them, my minions!
He then rushed into the supermarket as the food golems ran in to attack. We were starting to get overwhelmed by them as one of them came in and knocked me back. Yeah!
No! We'll handle these, SpongeBob. You gotta get in there and stop Man Ray before he creates more minions.
Evil!
Mermaid Man's attacks created an opening, which allowed me to run past and head inside the supermarket. On days 15 to 16, I entered the Bikini Bottom supermarket, but the interior was filled with overgrown aisles of food. Ugh. I then heard Man Ray's evil laugh echo across the room. All right, he's still here. I need to be careful. I began to sneak through the aisle, looking around for Man Ray. But when I found a dead end, there was another food golem. Ah! I ducked and covered just in time. Phew! Oh no. I rushed through the store as golems all around me began to throw down chunks of food, trying to slow me down. Ah! One of them jumped out in front of me to cut me off, but I used my fire elements to burn him down. As I came around the next turn, I saw an opening coming up. Oh, please be the exit. But as I said this, one of the golems hit me from behind, launching me out into the open. Yeah! I looked up to see that I had run to right where Man Ray was.
I'm the worst villain ever.
What? On days 17 to 18, I was now face to face with the villain Man Ray, who was crying in the corner. Are you okay?
You stupid fry cook! You wouldn't get it! I just wanted to take over Bikini Bottom in my own way. But when I hit the rotten mushrooms, they wouldn't listen to me.
What are you talking about? But as I said this, one of the market walls burst open to reveal a large walking mushroom? Oh no, it charged in and began to bat me around with its massive head. Ugh!
Hey, I created you! Obey me!
Man Ray tried to help and shot out his ray gun right at the monster, which caused it to grow. You gotta be kidding me!
Oops, sorry.
With that, the mushroom slammed down on Man Ray, taking him out in one hit. This caused his gun to be smashed to pieces, revealing the earth vegetables. Now's my chance. I ran up and grabbed it, which caused me to begin to upgrade. I now had 20 hearts, and the vegetables gave me the strength to perform a powerful Earth Slam attack. Take this! With my new hits, I was actually putting up a fight. My one hit was able to take down the giant mushroom just in time. I guess veggies are good for you.
Your reign of terror is over, Man Ray. Give up, or we... Oh, SpongeBob, you got the vegetables. Where's Man Ray?
Oh, I'll tell you on the way to somewhere much less disgusting. On days 19 to 21, I returned to my base with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. I made them a brand new secret base with high-tech equipment for them to track down evil.
Thank you, SpongeBob. We'll make sure to watch over Bikini Bottom.
Wow, thanks guys. After I finished, I added the earth vegetables to the assembly station. 3 ingredients down, 3 left to go. But where could the next one be? Just then, a boatmobile came racing by.
Totally radical race! Here I come!
As it did, a flyer flew out of its car? What the? Bikini Bottom boat race at Miss Puff's driving school. And the prize is a flying boatmobile? Could this have to do with the air element? Only one way to find out.
Chocolate? Chocolate!
Okay. Anyways, I quickly made my way to Mrs. Puff's driving school, where I saw that the entire place was now an enormous racetrack floating in the air.
SpongeBob, I'm glad you could come. If you're here to race, then just take your place in one of the boatmobiles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, whoever is lucky enough to win today by completing all 3 obstacles will not only earn their boating license, but our grand prize, a genuine flying boatmobile.
The crowd began to cheer as I saw the boatmobile float with ease, and I saw that its tires were replaced with air buns. On days 22 to 26, I lined up next to the other racers. All right, SpongeBob, you got this. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. The moment Miss Puff gave the signal, we all sped off into the obstacle course. The boats were neck and neck as we approached the first obstacle, a massive hole. I began to use my earth powers though, and managed to create a bridge that let me jump over it with ease. Ha! Veggies win again. I looked behind me and realized that some of the racers were using the bridge to get over the holes themselves. Oh, right. We continued racing until we came across the second obstacle, a giant propeller that flew out massive gusts of wind. Whoa!
See you later, Slowpoke!
As the racer drove by though, the propellers knocked them completely off the course. I had an idea and used my ice ability to freeze the propeller and stopped it from blowing me off the course. Nice! As I continued racing to the final obstacle though, I noticed that it was down to me and one other racer. On days 27 to 29, I was neck and neck with the other racer for the Air Bun Boatmobile, but I couldn't see who it was. How are you able to even drive like that? Finally, the last obstacle on our way was possibly the hardest one yet. It was an enormous patch of kelp. The other racer rushed into the kelp, but got stuck. Haha! Now's my chance. I began to charge up my fire element and was able to burn the kelp in front of me, which allowed me to cross the finish line first. Yeah, I did it.
And we have our winner, SpongeBob. Now come claim your prize.
I started to walk over to the flying boatmobile, but as I did, a wall of inky blocks appeared in front of me. What the? I looked over, and getting out of the second car was a drawing of me?
No, that's Doodlebob. I would never allow such a crazy person into my race. What are you doing here?
Doodlebob ran up and jumped into the flying boat and flew away. Hey, get back here! On days 30 to 32, I was racing down the road to catch up to Doodlebob. Stop! I shot out my ice powers, which completely froze the flying boatmobile. But because of this, he uses Eraser to erase the ice and the boat from existence. No! Why would you do that?
If Doodlebob can't have, no one can!
He then began to frantically draw in the air, creating scribble monsters? Oh, come on! The monsters charged in to attack me as Doodlebob made his escape. Wait, that pencil's the only way I can get those air buns back. I have to try. They slammed into me, hitting me with inky attacks that would block my vision. I try to keep my distance to try to figure out a plan when that's it. Using my earth element, I was able to create a hole in the ground, which trapped them below. And when I did this, the scribble monsters got all tangled up in one another. Haha! Now, to get that pencil. On days 33 to 35, I ran in the direction of where Doodlebob ran off to, only to see a black hole drawn into the ground. Really? This is the best he can come up with? I jumped inside and found myself in a strange drawn room, but I didn't see Doodlebob anywhere. I know you're in here. Show yourself. As I looked around, I heard some scribbling behind me, only to see Doodlebob erase part of the wall. Ah! He charged in and tried to send out globs of ink right at me. I shot back at him with my ice powers though, but he drew a wall between us to block it. Give me that pencil. He appeared around the wall, trying to fire at me again, but this time I struck him head on with my earth slam, sending him flying back. It's over, Doodlebob. Give up, or I'm gonna use that pencil and erase you.
Doodlebob, surrender!
All right, do you promise to stop being crazy now, too?
Yeah,
Fine, I'm not gonna hurt you, but draw those air buns back now. With that, Doodlebob drew the air buns back into existence. And as I grabbed them, I began to upgrade. I now had 25 hearts and full mastery over the air element. Sweet.
Doodlebob, friend?
You wanna join me? All right, fine. On days 36 to 39, I returned to base with Doodlebob. We worked together to make him a much better inky pineapple house to live in. There you go. See what we can do together, Doodlebob?
You Doodle Bob, me SpongeBob.
Right.
Hey, SpongeBob, you sure about this one? He seems a little crazy.
I'm sure everyone deserves to have a safe home. Wait a minute. I looked over only to see my pet snail, Gary. Hey, where have you been?
Meow.
On vacation? The entire Bikini Bottom is being destroyed and you're relaxing?
Meow.
Okay. After that, I went to the assembly station and added the air buns to the other ingredients. Okay, we're almost ready. Just a few more ingredients to go. Just then, I heard a loud yell coming from outside. Chocolate! What's that? I went out and followed the noise, only to see the angry fish I saw before being attacked by a sea bear.
Chocolate! Leave me alone!
Oh no, I have to help. I immediately charged in and tried to push the sea bear back, but because of this, he got very angry. Oh no. Thankfully though, before he could take me down, Patrick ran in and drew a circle around us. Because of this, the sea bear left us alone. Whoa, what was that?
Sea bears hate perfect circles. Chocolates! Chocolates!
Patrick then walked over and gave the guy a chocolate bar.
Here's a spare chocolate bar I've been holding on for a while.
The angry fish picked it up and he stared right into it. Something began to happen and...
Oh boy, perfect. Thanks. Wait, you're SpongeBob.
Yeah? He signaled me to follow him, and I did. On days 40 to 42, the fish brought me to a strange stadium area, and there on it were the water pickles. Holy fish paste, the next ingredient.
Heard you were looking for these. Anyways, I'm gonna start eating this chocolate. Oh yeah!
I took a closer step inside and saw the place was crowded. What's going on here?
Hello, everyone. I am Squilliam Fancy Pants, and I present to you the beauty competition. Whoever wins and is the most beautiful will win this as a prize. Good luck.
Whoa, I have to win, but how? Just then, I heard crying coming from the corner. I walked over, only to see Squidward.
Future.
What are you doing here?
Squilliam is my arch nemesis. He's better than me at everything. Well, of course I am. Because you, Squidward, will never amount to anything.
You know what, Squidward? I'll help you win this competition if you agree to let me have those water pickles. Squidward agreed and brought me back towards the exit.
All right, SpongeBob, find me these ingredients. If you do, I should be able to win this competition without a problem.
Okay, Squidward, I'm ready. I'm ready. On days 43 to 44, I regrouped with Patrick and pulled out the list of ingredients needed. Squidward needs wood, some jelly, and a piece of sacred coral. All right, let's get to work. Patrick went out and collected some wood, while I went to the nearest jellyfish fields and caught some jellyfish. Perfect. Afterwards, we both went deep into the nearest forest in search of any sacred coral. Look, Patrick, there it is. We both went over to grab it, but as we did, we were completely ambushed. Yeah, what the?
We have an intruder in our forest.
No, wait, we're just here for the... But before I had the chance to speak, they began to blast out crazy, powerful, poisonous effects at the two of us. Ah! I tried my best to fight back, but within seconds, I passed out. I awoke, feeling weaker, and saw Patrick and I were in the middle of a sacred arena, dressed like cavemen? What's going on? There were tiki heads all around, chanting louder than ever.
We have caught our next prisoners, and with them, we shall be given entertainment. Now, the two of you, fight!
What? Never! Come on, Patrick. We gotta find a way out of here. Unfortunately, though, Patrick wasn't listening and began to charge straight towards me.
Little.
Oh no! On days 45 to 47, I was running for my life as Patrick was doing everything he could to fight me. Yeah! What's wrong with you? Snap out of it!
This is so much fun!
While running, I saw that there were platforms all along the walls. A way to escape. I have to try. I began to jump up the platforms and was actually making good progress until they took notice.
He's trying to escape! Stop him!
They started to blast out more poisonous explosions at me, but I was nearly avoiding them. Whoa! With one last jump, I made it out. I saw in front of me was some of the sacred coral I needed. Perfect. I went over and picked it up. But as I did, Patrick dropped down in front of me.
Whoa!
I blasted him with my fire element, which snapped him out of it.
Whoa. Oh, sorry, SpongeBob. I don't know what came over me.
Come on. We were making our way out, but just before we reached the exit, we found ourselves surrounded.
You're not going anywhere. You're our prisoner.
On days 48 to 52, all of the Tiki people began to charge in. Uh-oh! I turned around, though, and saw a campfire. That's it! Wait! I know a way we can fix all of this. Through friendship.
Jimmy, what is this guy talking about? I don't know, but I want to slay him.
Everyone, sing along. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song.
C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song.
And if you don't think that we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. But it'll just help if you sing along.
Boom, boom, boom.
Everyone all around us began to sing, and we were all actually getting along. Yeah, it's working.
It'll help. It'll help. And you just sing along.
Everyone was having the time of their lives.
Yeah, these guys are cool. That was the best entertainment we've ever had. Go ahead, take what you need.
With that, Patrick and I returned to our normal selves and freely made it all the way back to Squidward.
Took you long enough.
We gave him everything we collected, and he was able to make a coral hair brush. Whoa.
Here goes nothing.
On days 53 to 56, Squidward immediately used the brush, and because of this, his entire appearance had changed. He was now much better looking and had turned into handsome Squidward. Beautiful.
That's right. I'm going to win this competition so easily.
And that water pickle will be ours. We began to make our way back over, but as we did, a group of fish blocked our path.
You are so beautiful.
Wow, I think I'm in love with you. I must have you.
Oh no! The two of us were running as fast as we could while the horde of fish chased after us.
Get back here! I love you!
I think you become too handsome.
You think?
Ah!
Breaking news! A new beautiful squid has been spotted in Bikini Bottom. My sources tell me it's a man named Squidward Tentacles. And I have to say, I think I love him.
Thankfully, we turned the corner and were able to lose them. Phew, that was close. We both saw that we made it back to the competition. It was almost over, and the water pickles were right there. Come on, Squidward, we have to hurry.
All right. Well, if there are no other competitors, then the winner will hereby be me.
Not so fast! We made it on the stage just in time, and everyone got to see just how beautiful Squidward was.
I can't believe this. It's pure beauty. That's right. I think we know who the real winner is.
The entire crowd went wild, and Squidward won. Yes! Because of this, the water pickles were ours, and I went over to collect them. As I did, something began to happen to me. I grew larger in size, had 5 more hearts, and now had full mastery over the water element. Oh yeah! One step closer to saving Mr. Krabs.
I can't believe this. Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
We did it! Everyone in the crowd was in love, and they all rushed in towards Squidward.
Wait, no, wait!
They all crashed into him, which turned him back to normal.
Oh, yuck. Who
are you? Where's all the beauty?
Come on, let's get out of here. Stupid squid.
Great. On days 60 to 63, I returned to my base with the water pickles and immediately went to the assembly station to add them. Okay, just one more ingredient left, then I can assemble the elemental patty again. As I finished adding the pickles, a bunch of fish citizens came up to the base. What are you guys doing here?
We want to help you. Plankton's reign of terror has gone on long enough. Cha, nowhere but here is safe.
Well then, come on in. With that, I rushed to work and built a brand new home for them to stay in. There, that should do it. As I finished the apartments, I looked at all of the friends and people that I had saved. With everyone's help, we might have a shot at defeating Plankton after all. I just wish Mr. Krabs was here too.
Well, what about me?
I turned around and saw my friend Sandy. What are you doing here?
I was trying out my new invention when I saw something you're gonna want to see, SpongeBob. Now saddle up and come on.
On days 64 to 68, I followed Sandy all the way to the jellyfish fields, where I saw a huge contraption. What is this?
Well, this is my electric ray gun. I was trying to harness the powers of jellyfish electricity when I saw this huge jellyfish swimming around. And get this, it had a large slice of lightning cheese on its head.
Lightning cheese? That must be the final elemental ingredient.
Right, and if you can corral their king, I can use all the little ones for my machine.
All right, I'm on it. I ran into the jellyfish fields and began to look for a sign of the huge jellyfish that Sandy saw. Nothing like jellyfishing. Now, if I were one, where would I go? But as I said this, I felt the ground around me shake. What was that? Suddenly, I fell underground into a hole. Ah! Ah! I looked around and saw that I was in a long cave, but why is it so circular? I then felt the rumbling again and looked down the tunnel to see the head of an enormous Alaskan bullworm. Oh no! On days 69 to 73, I was running for my life as the Alaskan bullworm was chasing after me. Ah! I went further into the tunnels, trying my best to escape before it could eat me. Okay, there has to be something I can do. I began to use my earth element to create a wall between me and the worm, but he just crashed right through it. I focused on my water element and began shooting a bubble blast right at him, which pushed him back.
Ouch.
Ha! Take that! I then looked behind me to finally see an exit tunnel. I ran towards it only to find that I had run into an enormous jellyfish nest. All of them were floating around and they all looked towards me. Good jellyfish?
Why are you talking to us like we're your pet snail or something? No one disrespects us like that. Get him!
The jellyfish were suddenly angry and began to charge right towards me. They zapped me constantly, and because of this, I passed out. On days 74 to 77, I woke up in a cage, hanging above the entire jellyfish nest.
The king can't wait to see you.
What are you gonna do to me? I gotta get out of here. I used my Earth Slam ability to break the bottom of it, which caused me to fall. But as I hit the ground, I bounced back into the air. Whoa! The jellyfish all took notice and came in to attack me again. But this time, I was ready for them and used the jelly ground to bounce and fight back. Take that! With my newfound strength and my earth element, I was able to trap them all in a cage. Haha! Look who's captured now! I was about to make my way back to Sandy when I was hit by a powerful electric shock, sending me flying back. What the? I looked up and saw that now, hovering above the nest, was the king jellyfish with the lightning cheese. That's not good.
Gosh, what's taking the little sponge so long? I was really hoping he would practice some karate with me when he gets back. Wah! Ka-cha!
Help me!
Ah, SpongeBob?
By my royal decree, I will sap all the elements out of you for imprisoning my people, Sponge!
What? Wait, I'm sorry, okay? I'm trying to save the whole Bikini Bottom. But the king didn't listen and just kept trying to zap right into me. I kept trying to bounce around the nest to escape, but the king was much smarter and would shoot ahead of me and predicted where I was going.
Ha 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 ha! For too long, fish like you have captured my people. Well, not anymore!
I had no other choice but to try and fight. So I began to hit the king with my ice powers, hoping to slow him down. But when I came in too close, he would knock me back with a powerful wave of electricity. It's no use. He's too strong. I put up a wall of earth between us as the king continued to try to take me down. I have to find a way out. I have to. But as I said this, my wall of earth was shattered and he knocked me down to low hearts. On days 81 to 85, the king jellyfish was about to take me down for good when
Kaboom!
a sudden explosion rocked the king jellyfish out of the air, bringing him to the ground.
Ah, my tentacles!
What the? I looked over and saw that Sandy had connected her machine to the captured jellyfish.
Hurry along now! Grab the cheese!
Right, now's my chance. I ran up on top of the king jellyfish and he was stunned. Because of this, I was able to grab the electric cheese and upgrade. I now had 35 hearts and had complete control over the lightning element. Woohoo!
I hate to cut you off, but watch out!
The king jellyfish began to float back up.
To think a king would be undone by a sponge and a squirrel! I won't allow it!
SpongeBob, my machine isn't ready to fire yet!
Leave it to me! I charged up my new lightning element and let out a powerful electric blast that not even the king could resist, which sent him flying across jellyfish fields. I don't think we have to worry about him anytime soon.
Nice work! Now I have more than enough juice to power this puppy for a while. I just wish I could move it somewhere safer.
You know what, Sandy? I have an idea. Come with me. On days 86 to 90, while heading back to base with Sandy, we came across Plankton and his army gathering outside the chum bucket. This can't be good. We snuck closer, just as Plankton began to address his army.
All right, fish brains. This is it. I've had it with allowing others to do my dirty work. I won't let an idiot fry cook foil my plans any longer.
I looked over towards the laughter to see that Plankton had locked up Mr. Krabs in a cage.
Even with me all caged up, you still won't be able to stop me, boy SpongeBob.
Shut it, Krabs. You're lucky you're not boiled chum yet. I know that kid looks up to you, so I'm going to use you as the perfect bait. Get ready. I'm taking that elemental patty if it's the last thing I do.
This is bad. They're all going to attack our new home to get the ingredients.
Want me to blow them to smithereens right now?
Wait, Sandy, that's not a good idea. We have to make sure he's safe first. Come on, I have a Krabby Patty I have to make. On days 91 to 94, Sandy and I returned safely to the base as fast as we could. I made a new room for her to live in and also a place to keep her invention. I made sure to create an underwater dome big enough for the both of them. Here you go. Once I was finished, I went to the Krusty Krab and finally added the last ingredient that the Krabby Patty needed. Okay, it's time. I went to the top of the Krusty Krab and called everyone together. All right, everyone. Plankton and his army are gonna be here anytime now, and we have to be ready for when he comes. All at once, the entire base went to work. Patrick led the citizens of the new Bikini Bottom right into his rock for extra protection, and Sandy began preparing her machine to fight Plankton's bots. I went to finish cooking the elemental patty when Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy spotted something.
Everyone, he's here!
Closing in on the base was Plankton and his mind-controlled army. On days 95 to 99, Plankton and his army lined up outside of the base with Mr. Krabs in his cage.
This is it, SquarePants. Your last chance to give up, or I'll destroy your pretty little home for good.
No, Plankton, you already ruined the Bikini Bottom enough. And I'm not gonna let you destroy everything we've built here.
All right, enough with the hero talk. Destroy them!
On his command, all of his robots rushed in to attack. Everyone in the base was doing their best to defend, as I rushed back to combine all the ingredients for the elemental patty. All right, SpongeBob, you got this.
No! Stop him!
Plankton started to rush in, as I started to cook all the ingredients together. And in one final burst, they combined back into the elemental patty. Yeah! As he ran in recklessly, him and his army left Mr. Krabs behind. Sandy, now!
Booyah!
Sandy's machine shot out a massive blast that destroyed all of Plankton's mind-controlled helmets and his robots.
All hail Plankton!
Huh? What's going on?
No, no, no!
Plankton's robot shot out a massive explosion that nearly destroyed the Krusty Krab 2 in one hit. Yeah! Patrick, get everyone out of here!
Aye, aye, Captain.
My friends escorted Krabs and the others out of the area, as it was just me and Plankton left. On day 100, I was finally face to face with Plankton, with the elemental patty in between us.
I told you I would destroy this place, SpongeBob. Now give over the patty.
Never! I rushed towards the elemental patty, but as I did, Plankton's powerful bot shot out a beam that cut me off. Whoa! I shot out my ice element to slow him down, but he was so powerful, he just pushed through my attack. No!
I should have done this all those days ago.
Plankton then turned his attention to the elemental Krabby Patty and was about to destroy it. So I unleashed my lightning element, which caused his robot to malfunction.
God, what the?
I then took the opportunity to rush up and eat the entire patty. Because of this, I felt all of the elements merge together and all the powers within me amplified.
No, no! I'm an evil genius, and you're just a kid! A stupid kid! Ah!
Plankton charged in to attack, but I focused on all of my elements at once and started to absorb their energy as I grew in size. Whoa, whoa!
Oh dear, Neptune!
I unleashed all of them in one final elemental blast, which sent Plankton flying in the unknown.
Curses, SpongeBob!
Ha-ha! Take that! And with that, the Bikini Bottom can finally live in peace.